Okay, so our topic is chapter number 19, legal controls over employment. We have done the case study already. We are going to start with the legal controls over employment. It's a little summary about the chapter that what we are going to study. It's basically about how governments pass the legislation that we know laws to protect people at work, right? So there are very different kinds. There are very few. Sorry, there are a few different kinds of discriminations, which is they might pay low wages, make them work long hours, deny them employment rights, expose them to danger, discriminate against certain groups, or dismiss them unfairly, right? We know that what all these are, okay? Paying them less than how they're working, paying them work long hours, okay? Denying the employment rights, whatever their rights are, they ignore those, and then they are in danger maybe due to any reason, discriminate against certain groups or dismiss them unfairly. We have discussed about dismissal, right? Firing them or basically kicking them out without being fair, okay? Here they say that what are the equal opportunities? What are the equal opportunities businesses have to make a choice when recruiting staff or selecting employees for promotion or training? Choosing one person rather than other based on characteristics is known as discrimination. All right, so what is discrimination? It is choosing, sorry, this is not good. This with me. Choosing one person over another rather than, oh, it's a little bad, sorry, is known as discrimination. Okay, so if you are going to choose anybody based on characteristics, how does he look, how does he dress, no, these are not the points of concern, okay? When you're hiring someone, the point for your concern that you should be very careful about is that the person should be with good education, with good skills, with good experience, not that how he looks, okay? It is illegal in most countries to discriminate on the grounds of gender, race, okay? We know what race is. It is the color or physical appearance, disability, sexual preference, religion, or age. When employing and promoting people, employers must base their decisions on the ability of candidates and not whether they're male or female. For example, many countries have legislation to protect groups from discrimination. Okay, now the first one we're going to study is the gender, the discrimination that men and women face in different sectors, right? I think before this era, women were extremely discriminated. We had no jobs because we were women, right? Gender discrimination, sometimes called sex discrimination, usually, though not exclusively, occurs when a woman in the workplace does not receive equal treatment because she is a female. Women now form a significant proportion of the working population. Now, women are a very important part of employment, right? Because there are so many things now, like this is part of women empowerment, it's a part of equality that we are receiving these days, that we know we have some place to work. Okay, what they say here in this paragraph is that mostly they're giving an example for USA that men were earning around $50,383 US, whereas women were earning $39,621. You see the 11,000 difference. That was because women did not have enough jobs. Okay, so now this is not there. I don't know if you guys have heard or no, but recently I came across a news that women in Saudi Arabia are now earning more than men. That is women empowerment. That is letting women know that you are out here. You are for the country, you're part of the country, you're part of employment. In many countries, laws have been passed to help deal with the problem of gender discrimination. The two UK laws in the box, these two boxes, okay? Box on this page, legislation like this is likely to have an impact on businesses. Now, so obviously we are very clear that there are so many laws to protect these discriminations, okay? How can we prevent discrimination is that advertisements for a job must not specify a particular gender, that the job is not specifically for a male or a female, okay? Both genders must have equal opportunities in appointments. References to work titles in job adverts must be genderless. We should not say that we need what? A policeman or a saleswoman. The job title must be police officer or salesperson. So it should not be gender specific, okay? Promotion must not be made on the basis of gender, and people cannot be dismissed because they are male or female. All right, wages for staff occupying the same position must be the same for both men and women. So the salary should not be based on the fact that you're a woman, so would be earning low, or you're a man, you would be earning low, or if they are in the sales department, they should all be in the sales, have the same equal salary. Businesses will have to take more care when designing internal documents such as person specifications and job descriptions. This is to ensure that jobs do not limit applicants from a particular gender. So being very careful about what we demand of a person, okay? These two laws are very important for this specific These two laws are very important, okay? Go through them when just so that you know, go through them when you are preparing for your exams. Okay, first is the Sex Discrimination Act 1975 states that a person must not be discriminated against because of their gender. For example, adverts for jobs and job titles must be genderless. Recruitment and selection must not favor a particular gender. People should not be promoted on grounds of ability, not gender. This is the summary of what we just studied here. The equal pay, the salaries should be equal, states that an employee doing the same or broadly similar work as a member of staff of the opposite sex is entitled to equal rates of pay and working conditions. Okay, so these laws are important. Keep them in mind. Going to the next page. Race and religion. Now, race is, physical appearance, color, and religion, obviously. Businesses must ensure that they do not discriminate on grounds of color, race, ethnic origin. Ethnic origin is the birthplace of a group of people of a different race from the main country from a main group in a country. Okay, so ethnic origin means like maybe foreigners. Okay, religion and nationality. However, some evidence suggests that this does happen. This is very, very, very common. I think in every part of the world, people face discrimination on the basis of their race, more race than religion. There are very, very common instances of religion as well. Okay, but for the race, it happens around us all day, every day. Clearly, ethnic groups suffer higher levels of unemployment than whites. This is they are describing about UK. Okay, that their ethnic groups have lower employment rate than whites. Governments around the world are aware of such discrimination and have passed laws to reduce the imbalance. The box below gives an example of such an act in the UK. Okay, that is, businesses cannot prevent employees from wearing ethnic or religion dress, such as Sikhs wearing turbans or Muslims wearing the burqa. Okay, so this is like, you should not, you cannot stop someone from following their religion. Similarly, they say that they cannot be deprived of the certain holidays. Okay, first point, the use of selection test must be monitored to ensure that their styles do not discriminate against people from minority backgrounds. So the style should not be an issue while hiring someone. Like if I'm wearing an abaya, I'm not supposed to be left behind if I have good skills, okay? The businesses must take into account the religious holidays of ethnic group. For example, for example, a business cannot insist that certain religious groups work on a day of worship or on a day of religious celebration, such as Eid al-Fitr, or like for Christians, Christmas. Okay, the companies, the employers should not prevent people from work taking off that day. Businesses cannot refuse to employ people from particular ethnic or religious groups. Workers must receive awareness training to encourage equality of treatment and prevent racial harassment. Harassment is when someone behaves in an unpleasant or threatening way towards you. And this is again another law. Make sure to go through this while you are studying. The Race Relations Act 1976 makes it illegal to discriminate on grounds of race. This means that a business cannot appoint someone who is white in preference to someone who is from an ethnic minority. Okay, this is very clear that you cannot hire them on the basis of their color or their ethnic origin. Disability. Very clearly, disability is when someone is disabled either mentally or physically, accidentally or by birth. Maybe people have issues hearing, people have issues seeing, people have issues walking, or maybe studying, understanding, things like that. Could be any kind of a disability. So the companies are supposed to make room, accommodate means to adapt an environment for someone in order to meet their needs. Make room for the people with disabilities. You should not hire if he's good, he's educated, if he has skills, but the only thing is that he is disabled. There is no excuse for you to not hire him. You are supposed to hire him if he's better than the others. Okay, if you will not, that will be discrimination. So this is the law for the disabled people, that even if they're disabled, that shouldn't concern. You should be the one to accommodate them, to help them settle in that environment. Okay, let's see. Improve access. This is how you should do it. Improve access to the workplace by widening doors and providing ramps for wheelchairs. Okay, the people who are using wheelchairs, make space, make room for them. Allow disabled workers time to attend medical appointments such as physiotherapy sessions. Okay, after employment, alter equipment such as telephones and computers, softwares and hardwares to accommodate those with sight or hearing difficulties. Okay, like there are so many people with seizures, they need to be, handled well. Allow more time for training. This is for those who might be slow learners. They might be in pain, or they might be on medications, they need more time. For them, the law is the Equality Act 2010 says a disability is a physical or mental impairment which has a substantial and long-term adverse effect on your ability to carry out normal day-to-day activities. The act makes it unlawful for a business to discriminate on the grounds of disability. Okay, so I hope everything is clear. If you have any questions, do let me know. Okay, message me or ask me in the class. Thank you.